Thursday to you.
Buenos días, mis amigos.
Tomorrow we close on our fiveplex.
There are casitas. We just have to call them casitas. There's really no other name for them.
So yesterday, as you know, I was drinking real coffee. Good morning, Pat. And I had taken my blood pressure before I took the coffee. Then I took my blood pressure immediately after taking the coffee, immediately after we were done here. It went up 20 points on the bottom and the top.
Just from coffee.
Just from freaking coffee.
So maybe all his blood pressure issues all this time has been coffee.
Wouldn't that be nice? So I'm back to the crappy decaf.
Yeah, and if that's going to be something he's going to continue wanting to drink, like coffee, I'm going to get him some good decaf, not instant, and he can use the little 1 cup at a time.
Yeah. So if you're having blood pressure issues, maybe check coffee out also.
So good morning, Lori. Good morning, Sheila.
Hello.
Good morning, Mom. Good morning, Jolene. Yeah, so coffee is not good for my husband.
So this morning I get up, I have to tell you, I get up to make the coffee. I add my tablespoon of coffee, add a little bit of vanilla, and then I grab the coffee maker and poured the coffee in there. And I'm like, this is wrong.
Something felt wrong in that process for him.
So yeah, and Christie had made the hot water for me, so thank you for that. We did get a zero water filter. Now with that comes a
zero brand water filter.
Zero brand. It comes with a TDS, which is a total. No, I can't remember. TDS. What the hell is it? Total something, and I know the answer. Why the heck can't I think of it? Well, it doesn't matter. So with this, it pops up zero. It just keeps popping up zero. Mm-hmm. Now she tested our water filtration system, which is a reverse osmosis. I think you said 14.
No, 7. Our system is very low.
So we have a fantastic water filtration system, but now it's zero. So we have absolutely zero nutrition in our water. So
it doesn't say what TDS stands for either. It just says it's a TDS water quality meter.
What the hell, man?
Total dissolved solids. That's what it is. TDS, total dissolved solids.
There you go. I knew the answer. Oh my gosh. So we have the zero water filter. So the water tastes good. We're pouring it in from our tap.
Yeah.
That's what you want. If you have water issues, just get one of those.
Anyways, yeah.
So we poured in tap water, regular Mexico tap water, and we keep hearing how good Mexico water is. And it shows up as zero. Like, it's amazing to me.
And the water, did you tell him the other water was like 224 or something?
Yeah, the previous
tap water. So when you pour, which is actually not terrible.
Standard. It is kind of standard. So we actually kind of do have decent water here. Mm-hmm. We did buy the kids a water filtration system, but just a big carbon filter system.
They have a more basic system than what we bought for ourselves.
Because we bought it for them. So that's what's going on here. We do need to sell a lot of property because there's a lot we want to do now. Mm-hmm. And especially as you hear of everything that's going on around the world right now, it is a terrible time to not have money.
Better vodka. Yeah, we're going to try to filter the vodka and see.
I hope it works because that's going to be odd if it just gets rid of the vodka alcohol.
We'll do some tests and see what it does to the vodka.
Y'all know how much I drink.
Well, it would be a shame to distill everything out of it and just have it go back to water.
Wouldn't that be awesome, though? We can take vodka and turn it into water.
Yeah, so I went this morning to the bank already, and I got the checks ready for tomorrow's closing. I'm very excited about closing on that little fella.
Yeah.
And
you also have the closing costs in their account as well. So it's good. I mean, is that our personal account? Because I think I told you to set up a separate account at Intercam to do this kind of stuff.
Well, no, because I had to keep it all the same account because of the checks and stuff. I had to keep it all in the same account.
All right. So today, I don't know what we have going on, but tomorrow at the time of our closing, we also have a showing.
Mhm.
So Christie and Shirley will be at the closing. I will be at the showing, and then immediately there, I take a quick run and do the closing. Tomorrow is also Spencer's birthday.
Yes, my little baby. Talked to him last night for a bit.
So he says, "So are you buying this as a birthday present for me?" No, but eventually it'll be theirs.
Their names are all on it as the substitute beneficiaries.
Yeah, but why do we do that? Because what if they kill us? So you never thought of that, did you?
We're not worth enough for them to kill us over a couple pieces of property. Because then they still have to pay all the fees and stuff and the upkeep. They're not dumb. They're not dumb kids. They're gonna let us make a lot more money first.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Good morning, Jim from the Oregon coast. How are you? How is Tessa doing?
Yes, and is it raining where you are? Because apparently all around the world we're on meltdown, economically, physically, like the weather, shipping, transportation-wise. The world is on meltdown.
Mhm.
So just turn off your damn TV and just do this.
And really exciting news, other really exciting news is we are on the final stretch for our pool. They replaced the jets.
And they're working good.
And they're working really well. And he is here right now actually testing and cleaning and getting it ready. The next step is for Jorge to come back and do the cement around it and finish that. And then they'll put the salt system in and the new vacuum.
Because he did say the reason he has not installed the salt system, which he finally gave us a reason.
Well, I don't think we asked him why he isn't. I mean, he didn't have it at first, but now it's because I said, so you're going to put in the salt system. He says, well, I want Jorge to finish the pool because the salt that you put in, that initial, you have to put in so much, it's pretty expensive.
Really?
So he wants to have the pool done so there's no contaminants in the pool. Then they'll come and they'll finish all that off. They'll give the pool another good clean, and then they'll install the system. So
and then it is ours. Well, ours permanently.
Jolene said they get excited when it says 99 degrees. They've had a lot of over 100 days.
Good morning, Tony. Hello, hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, it is. It is strange how much the world seems
Did I say good morning to Tom?
I don't know.
Tom and Lori are both watching.
Hello, Tom and Lori.
Debbie, good morning. Is it really hot in California too? Did you go to California to get away from the heat and had a heat wave in California?
And Tom, I do believe it was Tom that was somebody brandished a knife in downtown Edmonton, right?
No, Bud Mold.
Oh, it was Bud. Sorry, Tom. Trying to get you stuck up there. You're not. No, but yeah, apparently Bud was in Edmonton and was held up with a knife. And he's like, go away to this kid. And then he held up.
With a knife.
Yeah, they went somewhere else. Just to be clear, in Mexico, we've never had that happen.
No.
But Mexico is supposed to be this dangerous place.
Never had a shooting across the street from us either here.
No, but our daughters did the very night they moved in.
Actually, I can't.
Well, we didn't have a shooting by our house. We've only ever seen one shooting here. Well, we didn't even see it. But the military was outside. It was very quiet this morning. And the military's like,
Not this morning.
I look out my window and I see all this military and they see me and they're like, I'm like, okay. So yeah, there was two guys that came in from Sayulita. I mentioned them previously.
Yeah.
Two died in the crash at the downtown and the other two died. They did no, it's called
Pavement.
the pavement room temperature challenge.
Pavement temperature challenge.
Something.
It's not a room. Pavement temperature challenge.
And we're okay with, excuse me, that's a Nescafe hiccup.
No, it must be nasty. Ugh.
Ah.
Yes, I did. It's really hot where I am, but there is no humidity. That's from Debbie.
Yeah, well, we've got a little humidity here.
Yeah.
Lots of mushrooms growing here. Holy Hannah, lots of mushrooms.
I haven't checked lately to see what the humidity has been. Today outside, it's really quite.
Well, you came in the bedroom. She's like, it's kind of cool out there today.
Yeah.
And this time of year to have anything cool, it's kind of nice.
I mean, cool is very relative, as we all know, but it was lovely outside this morning. So it says that it's 31 degrees, feels like 34.
If you're Canadian, -10 might be, that's kind of cool.
70% humidity.
That's kind of humid.
So if we switch this into Fahrenheit for all our American friends, 84 degrees feels like 93, and the percentage is still the same.
So Jolene, my question for you is, why are you in Texas now?
Yeah.
It's cooler here.
Come back.
So we did see that house yesterday, and it was kind of interesting. $290,000 for a 4-bedroom home in Nuevo, right in the middle of all the restaurants areas. Tiny yard, I thought.
Yeah, I would say that it's just as small as a Terra Alta, maybe a little longer because the house was wider, but
Yeah.
But it's already plumbed for a pool.
And they also have a massive terrace off the back. It's long. It's not massive.
Let's not say massive. It's a nice sized terrace though off the master.
It covers the whole backyard.
Downstairs bedroom and full bath.
I love the downstairs bedroom because that way if you have grandma and grandpa come and visit, you have a place for them to go so they don't have to worry about their stairs. Now,
how was your experience shroom hunting? Larry said that this morning.
Yeah, that's going to be this. They're terrible because it's so dry here. It really is. But I've heard there's a lot growing here. We did see a lot of mushrooms, but they weren't any good kinds at all. Like we didn't, I think he only identified one of them, the guy who I was with. We did see this cow poop, and it was all filled. It looked like a mushroom factory out of the cow poop. It was awesome.
But that's
it wasn't
how it's
anything
supposed
good.
to be.
Oh, yeah, but it wasn't anything that good.
Oh.
So, and I mean, I don't even know if you could eat those. I don't think you can. Do you want to eat anything that's grown in poop? Oh, wait.
All mushrooms.
All mushrooms grow in poop. Unless they're woodborne. There apparently are good wood mushrooms that you can eat. The ones he was telling me about are called morels, and morels are apparently they're like a meat substitute, which just give me a steak. But if I can grow morels, that would be fantastic. And they're supposed to taste just amazing. And he made he would make personally $400 to $800 a day hunting for these mushrooms. He's very astute and he knows what he's doing. Also, he knows directions because we had gone down all these streets and turns and stuff. And he's like, oh, yeah, it's over there. I'm like, how do you know? Because he did live in the bush by himself for 10 years. And he says, you only get lost once in the bush. Then it kicks in. It just kicks in. So, and then he was bang on. Like he knew exactly where the truck was. It blew my mind because I'm like, I probably should have taken a reading where it was.
Pinned it.
But he knows where we are. So that's good. Yeah. Now, whenever I'm with him, I feel safe. It's a French Canadian who makes me feel safe. No, he's a good guy.
He is very nice.
Yeah, absolutely. He also is looking for mushrooms as medicine. He has sleep apnea, and he is skinny. If you know him, he's very skinny, and he hopes that fixes it. So that's cool.
Yep.
So Tony says, good morning. Good morning back to you. But I believe we said good morning, Tony. What's going on here in Mexico?
Jolene just said that Missouri is heaven shroom hunting season. Larry has a friend that posts photos often.
Guys, they grow everywhere.
We did the inspection on that. Well, we didn't do the inspection, but the inspection was done on that house in Los Arboles that we just listed and sold so fast. The only complaint was that she didn't feel, the inspector did not feel that the electricity was strong enough for the house.
Yeah, and one AC unit was letting go of a little bit of water. She's like, this is a perfect inspection. Yeah. And the truth is, it was a 50 amp master meter. I don't know what they call it, the master breaker at the front of the house is 50 amp. She says it needs to be 80 to 100. The reason we know that is we turned on every light, every fan, every AC unit. Probably after a half hour, all the power went out. We're like, that's not good. But it was just that one. It's 800 peso fix. He's got an electrician coming in today to fix both things. And it will be a perfect inspection.
I mean, we've never had an inspection, even on a new build, that was that easy.
So I keep telling this builder he needs to move here permanently.
He has to convince his wife
I get that. It took me 2 years to get my wife on side.
Yeah,
Now I
if you
can't
had,
get her
if
back.
you had skills, we could have moved here and made lots of money building houses.
That is my biggest regret, is not learning how
You
to
know what
build.
my biggest regret is I let you buy that crap.
It smells so good though.
No, it doesn't.
No, afterwards when it gets down to the end
no.
and it's dried out, it smells like coffee candy. But that really is my biggest regret, is that I don't know how yet to do the building and the build process, because there's money to be made there. There
Yeah.
really is. Especially if
I mean, I have a picture I want him to hang.
very
Although
soft hands.
our drill is at the office.
That's exactly why it isn't hung yet. It's because the drill is at the office. Now we've got good people. I mean, that tile work over there
Oh man.
is incredible.
Every once in a while he just goes and stands in front
I
of it.
do.
I love this.
Yeah, but even when you look at the pot below it, it flows.
Yeah.
It really does. It's a beautiful, beautiful. Like our kitchen really is pretty now, and I really have to be thankful to your mom because holy crap!
I know. Well, I think you guys all know that story. When we went to Michoacan and we were ordering this, we're like, we don't have exact measurements of our hood fan, or the hood area.
So Christie's mom was staying here, and her and two of the young ladies
Yeah.
that were babysitting her mom. They were. They measured it, and oh my gosh, perfection.
Yeah.
Absolute, like just a sliver.
It fits like a glove. I mean, there is no space. If it was a centimeter bigger, it wouldn't have fit.
The other day, you were cooking, and it was getting hot in here, even with the AC. I just turned the fan on.
And it takes all that
Just
heat
takes
out.
that heat all the way out, like it's supposed to. So why didn't you turn it on?
Because I don't think of it, because we haven't had it for so long. I don't even think about it unless it gets smoky. And I'm like, oh yeah, we have a fan, extractor fan. Washington, D.C. schools planning to require kids 12 and up to get the COVID vaccination.
Guys, stop it. Please do not let children get the vax.
Oh, and Jolene.
They don't need it.
So I found some of those loungers.
She got 4 delivered to the house.
These are actually 2 in each box.
She got 8?
So these are small ones. These are extra large ones.
Yeah, that one's a single one, right?
Yeah.
It says 4 in 1 extra large.
Yeah, they're extra long, and so you can sit in it. You can all kind of exercise saddle, a drifter, like it does everything. So we got those.
Saddle. I'm gonna exercise. I gotta get on my tool.
And so I was blowing these up to see them yesterday. I did one of the sets, and Taylor, the blue one is kind of blues and purples and pink. Taylor's like, man, I want the blue one.
Yeah, those grandkids, they want everything.
So
they want a new house.
So probably this afternoon we get to try them out because our pool.
Oh yeah, they're cleaning it. Yeah, there you go. That's a good idea.
Yesterday we couldn't go in the pool because it was green.
We had a whole bunch of green in the pool.
Well, it's been turned off for 2 days because they wanted to make sure that all the hoses and all the connections and stuff on the new jets were hooked up properly. So, I mean, I'm thankful for that, and I'm thankful that they came and cleaned it today. So hopefully it'll be just one more big cleaning from them, and then we'll be done.
So I do have to tell you, I still have not done the monthly report. I'm going to go to the office and do that today. The reason it's not done is because the AC unit in my office wasn't working.
Right.
And it is fixed now. So it was very difficult to be in there. And sometimes in buildings in Mexico, you need to know this, that when you're looking at property, you need to check airflow. You need to make sure there's no smells, because if it smells musty or moldy, that means that generally there's either a water or an airflow issue. And the airflow issue is just the humidity this time of year. If it was the winter time, it's not a problem. But if you still smell it in the wintertime, that means it's an ongoing thing. 2 things you need to do. First of all is you need to rectify the airflow. And the second thing is you need to get a ozone machine to kind of destroy everything. That machine is incredible. Like it really is. It will kill you if you're in the room when it's running. But if it's just to get rid of the smell, you close the door, let it run as long as you need to know. Each space is different, the amount that you let it run. We do that room that we have over in the back because it doesn't have good airflow. It really doesn't. No. But as soon as it starts to smell moldy, I put it on.
Musty. Doesn't
Musty.
smell moldy. It smells musty. It's very different, musty and moldy. Yeah.
Put it on for 40 minutes. Leave the door closed. Open the door up. Then I have to open both
all
doors.
Our windows in the house
because
just to
then
let the airflow.
We get this cross breeze and it sucks all the air out. We do have a window in that room. It's just not.
So my mom is saying that she knows tons of people who were double vaxxed who say they'll never get another jab. A close vaxxed friend has had both Bell's palsy and shingles after she had been vaxxed.
Oh my God, all the people getting sick after the vax. It's terrible. Cancer is coming back. It is terrible what's happening. And they're just like, everybody must do it. And now in Canada, there's 2 businessmen that are suing. I don't know who they're suing, but it's the government somewhere. And now they've come up with, they found out that they were lying to the people. Like they said, we need to come up with some reason that we can do this. And it was 100% tyranny. And they wanted to be, the guys that got everybody vaccinated. So they're saying now, I think the number that they say is a percentage of the population that's vaxxed is way higher. No, it's way higher, they say, than it is.
Yeah, because it's a lot. The true number is less than what they're saying.
They're lying to you.
Of course they are.
And we know government lies to us. So really, we need to understand we may be wrong. What if the government is lying to us? So we just need to decide which lies we choose to believe.
Good morning, Jen.
How do you know?
How do you know? But I mean, yeah, you have to just do what you feel is right for yourself. That's all I can say about that. There's nothing else that we can.
So I listen to many alternative media sources, and that is how immediately after the vaccination came out, I started hearing of people having heart attacks, blood clots, all this stuff, and I'm like, oh boy, this is not going to end well. And we told our friends, all of our friends, if you have the opportunity, do not take it. Some did. Some have health issues because of the vax. It's very, very difficult to know what these guys were planning. Guys, in 2015, 2016, the politicians were at the WEF talking about how, we got to kind of get this vaccine. We're going to get them to take it just to kind of get rid of some of the problems. Holy crap. So guys, this is a setup. Don't fall for it. Please don't fall for it.
Yeah, my mom said people vaxxed before they knew the possible adverse reactions. I know much younger people than me who'd have COVID a couple of times since being vaxxed. Yeah, we have friends right now that have COVID that tested positive that are vaxxed. We know a lot of people right now, more people with vaccinations than without that are getting COVID right now.
Yeah, it's very strange. And I was reading one statistic. It said that if you have the COVID shot, you're 370% more likely to get COVID than the unvaxxed.
And then my mom said they became much sicker than I was unvaxxed. Yeah. And then my aunt is saying, and now kids. Yeah. So
it is horrible what they're doing to the children. Yeah. Guys, for generations, people will despise this generation. They will despise it.
Not the generation.
Yeah, no, they will despise what has happened here. And I mean, we're bankrupting the world, which that's been going on for 3-4 generations. But now to finally take out people.
Fast forward right now.
It is on fast forward. It's just like, and every day it just keeps getting faster and faster and faster. Now they're trying to entertain the Chinese war. So Pelosi went to China, but now part of me also doesn't wonder if China has arranged this. It's funny. People in politics make a crap ton of money. It's funny to me how they do public service and they end with hundreds of millions of dollars in their bank account. That's so weird. So weird. Oh, and it's only now that they're changing the rules because they've got their money. Now they're taking care of business. Very strange times indeed.
Yes.
So guys, come to Mexico. Christie, her heart aches because our kids are not in Mexico. Like it aches.
Because I just don't know what's going to happen up there, and it scares me that my kids are up there.
They're not babies.
And my mom.
Yeah, they're not babies. Well, your mom could come here. I mean, we can get her parents permanent visas. Mexico is an amazing country. They're very family oriented, and they want you to have your family here. So generation above, if you whatever visa you have.
Glenda, how are you? Keeping cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's crazy. So, guys, I think we got to get going here. So, thank you so much for joining us and hearing us rant and rave and also just kind of tell you what's
Most of
going
it
on.
was fun stuff. I mean, just till the very end. That was Jim's fault. I'm
Damn
just
it.
going to say it. Thanks, Jim.
Damn it. No, it's
Ooh.
terrible. No, to make the children take the vaccine is
Yeah.
horrible. And the parents that allow their kids to do this, they should have their children, like, they should be taken from them. Horrible, horrible thing. All right, guys, have a fantastic Thursday. And we will see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Right before our closing.
Before our
So
closing.
exciting.
All right, guys.
All right.